Not feeling too hungry right now, though. Maybe I'll nibble on something from a vending machine or something on the way to the cafeteria. Man, where do they keep the vending machines around this place? I can't seem to find a single one. Rashad! Oh, Serena, what are you doing all the way out here? I was on the way to see Caleb and Sharon. Won't you join me? Sure. I won't. I don't have anything better to do. Good. They should be done this all in. Oh, there they are. Serena, Caleb, and Rashad. Oh, wait. Serena and Rashad, too. Hey, guys, are y'all still on the way to the cafeteria? Not yet. There are some things I would like to discuss first. Oops. What things? Sorry, I kind of had to do a live fix there. What things? As I check and make sure the 60 frames per second is still going on. Do you remember the talk we had about the student council? Yeah, I remember. Are you guys still planning on joining? Yes, we are. In order to prepare efficiently, we need to research the student council first to know exactly what the process is. There is still a lot we don't know about the actual qualifications and paperwork, so we're going to research that over the next week or so. A week is perhaps a bit too long. I don't doubt the longer we wait, the less likely we will get a seat on the council. We have to act now. Rashad, I would appreciate if you could help us with this as well. Sure. What do you need me to do? Nothing in particular, but anything related to what the student council is looking for, or on how the selection process works, is what we're aiming to find out. I'm not entirely sure myself who exactly to ask, but if possible, are we looking to schedule a meeting with the principal or student council? We'll all be looking for details together, so don't worry about digging too hard. Thanks, that's good to hear. We should put this conversation aside for later. The cafeteria should be getting too close to packed by now. Dang, I think I left one of my textbooks back in class. That's unfortunate. Let's go back and get it. It's fine, I can get it myself. You guys go on ahead. Really? It won't be any trouble just to go back for it. The classroom is only a short walk from here. That really won't be necessary. Just go. I'll meet up with you at the cafeteria, alright? Okay, if you say so. Serena looks distraught about something. Now that I think about it, she looks like she's been on edge for the past few minutes now. You feeling okay, Serena? Yes, I feel quite fine. Why do you ask? It's just I can't help but notice you looking a bit down. Is everything okay? Anyone who would be able to tell just from looking at your face. Is that so? Did something happen? It's nothing really. Maybe it's just my imagination, but recently I feel that he's... Who are we talking about here? Very well, let's go. I had a pretty idea who Serena is talking about. It's really obvious that she's avoiding it. I have a pretty good idea about who Serena is talking about, but it's really obvious that she's avoiding bringing it up in our presence. I'm kind of flattered that she's being considerate to us. Still, I hope she might be able to open up to us in time. I hope she might be able to open up to us in time. If they end up on the student council together, that might make things really awkward for everyone involved. Rashad, are you coming? Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm coming. As we were about to migrate over to the cafeteria, I realized I haven't picked up a snack for myself. Hey, do you guys know where the nearest vending machine? There should be one down the hallway and to the left. Do you want us to come with you? Oh, no, that's okay. You guys go on ahead. I'll catch up later. Alright, don't take too long. I'll do that. See you guys later. So down this hallway and to the left. Simple enough. I wish I got the. Oof. What? I was walking too fast and ran right into someone turning the corner. It sounded like a girl. Whoa. Hey, you okay, dude? Roxy, you gotta pay attention to where you're going. Roxy? Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry about that. Oh dear, oh dear, I'm terribly sorry about that. Are you alright? Hey, is it this girl, the student council president? What kind of coincidence is this? Ouch, looks like you gave him a concussion. He's all mixed up, turned upside down. Huh? No, I'm fine. You don't have to lie to make her happy. Your face is banged up pretty bad. Look how messed up it is. What? No, this is what I look like. I'm fine, really. Are you sure? You seem to be having some difficulty speaking. It's just that you're Roxanne, the student council president, right? Yes, that would be me. Oh crap, this is probably the worst way to get introduced to someone as scary as her. Getting on the bad side of the student council president is like signing a death warrant for the rest of the year. More importantly, if Sharon, Caleb, and Serena hear about how I completely threw away my chances to get into the student council for such a stupid reason, they never forgive me. For the future of my life at this academy, I have to make a good impression on her. But the only thing I can think of in this situation is begging for her forgiveness. Roxanne, I'm sorry for running into you like that. It was completely beneath me as a freshman of the school to disrespect the student body council, student council president in such a careless manner. I'm willing to accept any disciplinary action for my reckless behavior. I bow my head as low as I can hold that position until one of them says something. Roxanne and the other guy looked like they're desperately holding in laughter. What's so funny? You are. What did I do? What did I do? I like this guy. What's your name, kid? I'm Rashad. I'm Brawley. Nice to meet you, Brawley. Hey, what are you being so informal for? You sound like you got something permanently stuck in your throat for crying out loud. Well, you two are upperclassmen, so I should, treat you like upperclassmen. Pah! You say some funny things, Rashad. Please, Rashad, treating others differently simply due to seniority does not sit well with us. We're all students of Kobukan Academy, so there should be no barriers. In fact, that would make us much happier. It would make us much happier if you were to treat us like regular classmates and not your superiors. And by the way, the text in blue, I am not sure what it is, but I have a good idea that probably means you need to remember whatever's highlighted in blue. So we might have to remember to treat the student council members as their seniority. Treat seniority like regular classmates. And not your superiors. Well, that takes out the Japanese way of giving titles to people who are older than them, like senpai or sensei. Is this the same girl that vaporized our ears during orientation? She seems more gentle. By the way, where are you headed now, Rashad? Are you lost or something? It should be your lunch period by now. Is there anything we can help you out with? Not particular. Wait, hold up. This looks like an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime. I can't afford to let this slip away. I know we just met and all, but when's the next time I can get a private meeting with the student council president like this? If Sharon finds out I passed up such an opportunity, then he'd really let me have it. I should choose my words carefully. Ask about the student council. This might be my only shot at getting a head start into the student council, so I can't blow it here. Actually, I've heard some things about the student council, and I'm curious. Can you tell me a bit more about it? Certainly. What would you like to know? Like how you got into office and all that. We didn't have anything like this back in the schools in Kanto. We rarely get freshmen asking about this kind of stuff so early in the year. You must be really interested. Well, compared to Sharon, my interest is nothing, but I should get as much info as I can so I can pass it on to the others. Yeah, I have some friends who are thinking of joining, so please, anything would help. Well, the school doesn't just let any students run for office. Your grades need to be in the top 5 percentile of your year in order to qualify as a candidate. And being smart isn't all there is to it. You can't be a butt either. Student council members need to behave like student council members, you know. We have an image to maintain. Right, we represent this entirety of the school body, or the student body. So we must exhibit the best attributes a student can possibly have. That sounds fair enough. I don't think any of us are really unlikable, and I trust we're smart enough to get the minimum GPA. Well, at least they are. But what's the actual process of running for a student council position? It's actually quite simple. The school holds elections at the end of every first semester that is open to all students that meet the minimum requirements. If you want to run for office, you must be registered as a candidate with the school. But winning the majority of student votes won't be enough. Current members of the student council also get that. Current members of the student council also get a say in who gets to be in office the next year. The only rule is that they can't elect themselves. That would really mess up the system. Seems like joining the student council isn't as difficult as I thought. We might just have a chance here. Thanks, that was a lot of help. I'll definitely pass this on to my friends. Hey, good luck, man. You're going to need it. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Roxy, can I get a rain check on the meeting? I forgot that I promised the photography guys that would help them out today. Really, Brawly? You need to start letting me know in advance if you're going to skip these meetings. I'm tired of apologizing to everyone for you. I'm really sorry. I'll buy you a drink tomorrow. My treat. Honestly, sometimes I don't know how you got elected in the first place. I don't know either. Maybe it's because of my dashing good looks. Wait, Brawly, you're on the student council too? Huh? Oh, that's right. You're new. I was about to get real sad when you recognized Roxy, but not me. Brawly's the vice president. Hard to believe, I know. What? He might not look it, but he's actually quite diligent at his job. So sometimes I wish he'd take things a little more seriously. Oh, come on. You know I always give 110% when it comes to the council. It's just that sometimes I get caught up in other things, you know? Right. Let's see you explain that to the principal when he asked you why you skipped out on all 3 preparatory meetings last week. Man, there were that many? I might be in some deep stuff. This guy's the vice president. He seems more like a jock than anything. I really can't see him sitting behind a desk sifting through papers all day. I swear, this school has some of the most colorful people I've ever met. It's only still the first day. We haven't even got the first few classes done yet. Or, we do have the first few. We haven't even got to the cafeteria yet. Anyway, Rashad, we really must get going. It was only for a short while, but it was a pleasure meeting you. Likewise. Take it easy, pal. Brawly, the photography club is that way. Whoops. Looks like I forgot again. Ha. Honestly, you can be so... Whew. That was scary. I never would have guessed I'd meet the student council president and the vice president right at the beginning of the semester. But I think I consider this a positive encounter. They seem to like me enough, and I doubt many students have gotten the opportunity to ask them so casually like that. But the others must be at the cafeteria already. I don't want to keep them waiting, so I need to hurry. Besides, I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when I tell them about this. We all somehow managed to get a table with enough seats. We all somehow managed to get a table with enough seats to fit us. More like we forced it to fit us. The majority of the tables here aren't designed to seat more than 4 or 5 people at a time. We have 7. It's not a whole lot of leg and arm room left. To be honest, I'm surprised that we're all sitting together in the first place. Sharon, Hilbert, and their friend Hilda, they don't seem like much of a social group. Yeah, Sharon looks like he keeps to himself. So does Hilbert. Hilda looks kind of smooth. The exception is that their other friend, Bianca, whose personality is like the polar opposite compared to everyone else's. With a group like this, the conversation topics tend to stray towards schoolwork or current events. It's not especially boring or exciting. It's more like a business meeting than anything. Eventually, I'll report to Sharon and you guys about what Roxanne and Brawley told me earlier at the academy. I see. That is very helpful information, Rashad. And I'm glad you took the opportunity when it was presented to you. I was right to place my trust in you. I still can't believe you managed to extract that much out of both the president and vice president so early in the school year. I may have underestimated you. Great work, Rashad. The shower of compliments is too much for me. I feel my face lighting up. I did expect that the elections will be open to the current student council members. However, with your recent acquaintance to Roxanne and Brawley, this may very well play out in our favor. So, you're like friends with Roxanne and Brawley now? Well, I wouldn't consider them friends, but I guess we know each other's names. That's still so cool. I really hope you guys get into the council. Thank you for encouraging words, Bianca. So, have you guys seen the garden up back yet? It's so pretty. Thank goodness for Bianca. I knew I could count on her to change the topic to something more lighthearted. I've seen it from outside, but I haven't been in there haven't been in there myself. We should go there sometime. I agree. It'd be a terrible waste if we didn't. Why? What does one even do in a garden? I was thinking of perhaps a picnic of sorts. I hear the center of the garden is a very popular spot for students during the spring and summer. Why not just eat at the cafeteria? It's cheaper, faster, and we don't have to worry about the wind blowing everything away. It's not the same, Hilbert. You're right, it's not. Eating on a table is much better than eating on some dirt and grass. Do you really think eating in a boring room surrounded by crowds of people is better than eating with your friends on a quiet garden? Sounds like they're in a relationship, just like May and Brendan. Yes, I have to agree with Hilbert. Caleb, I thought that you of all people would prefer somewhere with less people around. You're not wrong, but I don't quite like the idea of eating food that's so close to the floor. Who knows what's been on the garden grounds? Well, that's just your opinion. What does everyone else think? I'm fine with anything. Me too. So the opinion is still split evenly. So it's 2, 2, and 2. Oh, I see how this is set up. Hilda and Serena likes to eat outside. Sharon and Hilbert likes to eat inside. Caleb and Hilbert. Sharon and Bianca doesn't care. What about you, Rashad? So I'm the tiebreaker. Y'all turn to me and wait for my response. Do they really expect me to be the deciding vote? If I have to be honest, I think it really doesn't matter where you eat. I don't really care where I eat. What's important is the meal itself, not the setting. You can put me in the bathroom for all That's nasty. That was a cruel way of putting it, but I agree. I agree with you, Sharon. Yeah, as long as the food ends up in my tummy, I'm good to go. So we're still at an impasse. Who cares? You all can go eat wherever you want. I'm done with this conversation. Well, if you wanted to go to the garden anyway, it's free to students all day, every day. All day, every day. I was planning on getting a head start on my bug and normal classes. In what way did you plan on getting a head start? I don't know, but I thought maybe I could take a closer look at any Pokemon I can find there so I can have something to compare to in class. Is that weird? No, that's a good idea. I was planning on doing something similar. Thanks. By the way, everyone at the table is Gen 5 except for myself and Caleb and Serena, which those two are in 6th Gen, and I myself are from Kanto, so 1st Gen. Despite Bianca's ditzy personality, she's actually a really diligent student. I heard that she faced a lot of opposition before getting into the school, especially from her overprotective parents who refused to let her roll. Actually, her mom probably have been okay. Her dad, on the other hand, is kind of crazy. So I really shouldn't be surprised at her determination. Speaking of classes, how do y'all plan on handling your studies? Do you think we should have some kind of study group? Are you concerned about what the teacher said about their graduation rate? Just a little. There's no need to fret about something like graduating. I have confidence that everyone sitting at this table will have no trouble graduating on time. What you'd be concerned with is how you spend your time outside of class. Have you decided on your extracurricular activities yet? Oh, clubs! Sign-ups start next week, right? Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Stuff in blue is stuff you need to remember, because you would need to remember that sign-ups start next week. Yes, and they run into the beginning of May. And that's another thing to remember. This is April 5th, so we actually have 25 days left to register for extracurricular activities. But unfortunately, we don't get that far in this demo. Oh, yay! I was looking at the gardening club, but I had to think about it a little more. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit because I've been doing this for about 3 hours. Kinda. Have you decided on a club yet, Sharon? I see no need. I'll have my hands full preparing for the student council elections for the next few months. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are going to be so busy. Right, but as a backup plan, I plan on joining the art club. It'd be a good way to pass the time and unwind. I've heard from my parents that Kabuka and Academy's musicals are so impressive they could be compared to professional ones. If possible, I'd like to join their pit orchestra with my violin. It must be nice being able to play a musical instrument. All I can play is tennis. Then are you joining a tennis team? This school has a tennis team? Maybe I am. What about you, Hilbert? I can't play tennis. No, I'm talking about if there are any clubs you are interested in. So, Hilbert might not get social cues as much. Huh. The battle team sounds alright. Truly? Do you think you have what it takes to get in? I believe so. Unless you're doubting my abilities. You know that I don't. I just caught off guard. Do you have any clubs in mind, Rashad? Even if you're confident that you'll be elected in the student council, it's still a good idea to have a plan B. Everyone's looking at me like they're waiting on my input. I can't say I haven't been thinking about any clubs, but I don't think that's really how my priority list at the moment. I keep clicking elsewhere. But since sign-ups are next week, I should start thinking about a club I'd be interested in. Clubs, huh? Right now I'm leaning towards gardening battle team. I guess the theater club. Theater club. My mom took me to see a Pokemon musical in the Boston City when I was a kid and left a huge impression on me. I'm curious to find out how they set up the plays so meticulously. Yes, the Boston musical theater has some great showings. Your mother has very good taste, Rashad. Which department are you thinking of joining? Department? You mean like sanitation or... No, like the stage crew, choreographers, orchestra. Did you know about any of this? It doesn't matter. What's important is your decision to join the club after all. By the way, don't forget that whatever club you choose, it's your responsibility to keep up your commitment to it. I heard that clubs here are very selective, so attendance is mandatory. The gardening club is nice because they don't care where you come in, just as long as we do you have a good time. That's definitely a rare exception. Other clubs won't hesitate to dismiss you if you miss even one of their meetings. You get dismissed from a club for such a silly reason will most definitely damage your academic record and reputation. You could drop out of a club yourself at any time, right? Yes, you can quit the club at any time. But if you look at the transfer clubs, you have to submit the forms before the cutoff point. Can you put that in easier to understand terms? Okay. Let's say you wish to switch from the gardening club to the tennis team. In order to do so, you have to submit your transfer forms to the registration office before the beginning of May, which is the deadline for all club forms. If you submit your forms after the deadline, then you'll be unable to register, transfer, or join a new club until next semester. Geez, when did school clubs become so intense? And for some reason, my nasal passages are even now are starting to act up after not being weird for the past few. Back in middle school, clubs were just a place to hang out with friends and have something to do. But those clubs didn't serve any real purpose back then. I have a feeling that some of the clubs here can teach me some useful skills. I have to think long and hard about whether I want to commit myself to a work-intensive club or a laid-back one. All this talk about clubs is making my head hurt. Let's talk about something fun about how amazing the food is here. Have you guys ever heard about anything like this back at home? No, at least nothing close to Kabuka. Some of their finer restaurants I go to don't compare to the food here. This school is also much larger than some of the universities we have back in Kalos. How much funding is this school getting anyway? You can thank the results and reputation of this school. Numerous alumni historically become some of the most renowned trainers and researchers in the world. Really? Like who? Let's see, there's Lance, who we met in our gym class, Steven Stone, don't forget Cynthia! We casually talk about celebrities as lunch draws to a close. As we get ready to move to our next class, I realize that this is the first time in a while where I had such an intellectual conversation with groups of friends. With group of friends, at least in school. It's almost a shame to have to go to class, but I can't say I'm not anticipating my next class either. Looks like I have my rock type elective coming up.